Hello everybody. Today's message is about something that I have come to realize. A feeling. I feel like I'm floating in my prime time. Oh no, that's Travis Scott, right? No, I think that the rarest group of people, the smallest group of people, is actually participating in reality. And what I mean with this, in order to be part of this group, self-assessment is necessary, which means humble self-assessment, constant introspection, communication, to know yourself. That what is being written over the Oracle of Delphi. Know thyself. If you know yourself, you can use this as a basis to know the world. And the better you get to know the world, the better you can know yourself. So it's a process, right, that is fertilizing each other, so to say. You know what I'm saying? But when you're on the opposite side, when you're in a self-absorbed state and have a grandiose self of self that needs to be validated by others, you automatically get a fragile ego, because you now depend on the dopamine release of that false self-image that you have created, and you need to defend it. Yeah, so, but if you have self-assessment, if you know who you are, right, and you start communicating and trying to understand other people and having this connection, sorry, I'm not even saying that I belong to this group. We all have to make our best effort to be free of prejudices and mental slavery and narrations of others. I started to speak only of my own experiences because I feel like I can back this up. If somebody comes and questions me, I can back up what I'm saying, But if I start to adopt the narrations of other people that influence me, I will start repeating the things that these influencers tell me. And when somebody feels hurt by it or says this is bullshit, I can't back it up because I'm not speaking of my own experience. So I started speaking only of my own experience, okay? So to be part of this group that truly participates in reality, which means we're living in a three-dimensional world, and we are entities, we are human beings, we are 17 billion cells, we are consciousness, and so on. And we are equal in birthright, okay? We are equal in many things. We have DNA that is 99.9% is the same, but there is a huge difference in us, and this culminates, or it shows as well, in the fact that there's a bipolar nature, okay? So I believe we should try to fit in, to relate to other people, to even a little bit see their craziness, because this is what is also worth loving in other people. Their craziness, their insanity, their delusion. This is empathizing with another person. It can be that you be completely on the same wavelength, you completely vibe with that person, you have immediately that connection from the heart, you know what I'm saying? But You can you are touched then in the heart, and you feel the dreams, the insanity, that what makes a human being a human being. Talking about that, I just have experienced this week that some people, that I'm talking of couples, of people in a marriage, or man and woman, anima in animus, husband and wife, there is a kind of relationship between man and woman where the woman loves the man for the way he broke on life. So it can be a successful person that burned through life, that was pursuing a dream and always going for things, but at the same time life broke this person, burned this person ultimately. So there are a lot of men that are in this way broken but fulfilled at the same time, and there is a woman supporting these men, and without this woman they could never have done what they have done and accomplished what they have accomplished. And these men are broken in some way, but they broke because they committed to something, they invested themselves into something, and the woman loves them for that. Okay, so the woman does not love that man because he is still that super strong, super potent protector. No, they love this man because he has honestly committed to something and broke and sacrificed a huge part of himself to this. All right, so I'm not sure whether I want to belong to this part, to this narration, to this phenotype, to this archetype. I believe I don't want to become this. I respect this very much, and I have just seen this. All right, and these are true and honest people, because commitment and sacrifice is honesty. So I believe we all should try to belong to that group in reality, in our three-dimensional space, where we understand who we are, and we're communicating in an authentic way, in a two-way communication that is open for an unknown outcome. I know this is too much for you now, sorry. With equal people that are equal in rights, but different in nature. Everybody is differently, everybody is different, yet we have huge similarities. And where I was coming from, right, when I was diverging a little bit in my talking, see, I believe there is this bipolar nature of trying to fit in, trying to empathize with a person, being on the same frequency, tasting their delusion, their insanity, their dreams, and being deeply touched by that. But at the end of the day, we are also alien to everything and everybody. All right? So, what I want to say is, we can empathize, we can fit in. In the smallest grade is the relation to one other person, but it can be a small group of people also, where you fit in, you vibe, you taste them, you taste that dynamic, you taste the different personalities that can touch you. Some can touch you for being extremely deep waters that are not even participating in some way in these things happening, but by being this way, they also have touch you deeply. So it is not about this competition or comparison. Everybody has his depth, his expression in a very unique way. And there is this bipolar nature of, you can vibe, you can feel that, you can be part of this, but at the same time, we have this alien feeling. At the end of the day, everybody is alien, You know what I'm saying, man? We're individuals. We're strong. We're standing out. We are not part of a, you know, the uniformation, armies, groups. These are people in delusion. These are people who are controlled by fears, okay? And following a narration that does not come from experience, right? Do you think somebody would go to war from experience, from its own decision? Oh, let me just go somewhere and be killed or kill others? No way, bro. You need to be brainwashed to do this. Understand that, okay? So, what was my message even today, man? I don't know. I lost it, right? I lost it. No, I just want to say the rarest group is people who really be honest individuals participating in reality, understanding that they are in a shared space with other equal people that are different but able to communicate. You know, this is the rarest, has become the rarest group. Most people are fractured and in fractions of different narratives, all right, that serve a certain purpose of another person, all right? So I'm saying there's groups who harness the energy, the natural energy of people to fight for themselves, to be rebels, to stand up for themselves. And they use this positive, raw, natural, authentic energy, but mislead it because they use their energy to follow their own agenda. And they do this by creating fears and false narrations in the world. And these are narcissistic shared fantasies at the end of the day. You know? Yes. So the best people have always been the best energies of revolutions, of natural people, of the slaves, of the oppressed, of whoever has been oppressed in the world. They have always been misled. There was characters with charisma, standing up for the people, being their true voice. But then there was someone in the background. There is someone, some politician, there is someone misleading these people. Some covert soul. Some person who can't do this, who don't have the energy, who don't have the DNA, who don't have the balls, who don't have the ovaries to stand up for themselves. And they create a complicated narration, a complicated simplification, a complicated split of black and white thinking to catch these strong energies and make them go into vanity, into making the system persist, getting worse, creating more division. They want to pull the people out of this rarest group, of the group of people who have true common sense, who have understanding for themselves and each other. They want to create division in the world. You understand me? They want to mislead. You understand me now? That's good. We get the message out. We speak the truth. All right? We're standing up. We're individuals. No one can overpower. You understand me? I want you to keep on pushing on that. Be crazy. Be communicative. Try to fit in. But understand that you will always be and stay alien. And this is good. This is the way it should be as an individual. You're not meant to fit in. You are not hiding in the crowd. You're standing out. You don't keep your head down all the time. Hell no. Otherwise you'll be overpowered. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Need to keep on going with that. So I also want to encourage everybody who went through narcissistic abuse, when you still feel the narcissist in your head, one of the challenges is you need to understand your head space is colonized like parasites. Like whatever you think of, you feel there is this competitive mindset still that has been projected on you. And you already know that this is the nature and the mind of the narcissist that has projected on you. You need to get this completely out of your mind. And I want to encourage you to keep on going. You will get this. You will get this. When you try to calm down, when you sleep, when you have certain emotions, when you want to move on, and you still have these memories in your mind that are connected to the narcissist, to their, you need to understand, the narcissist has a bad object within themselves. They have introjected the voice of a person that has abused the narcissist. In many cases, the parents. Someone who was very close to the narcissist. Somebody who was, where the narcissist was dependent of, all right? And this person has abused the narcissist, has rejected the narcissist, has told the narcissist that he is bad. Not that his behavior is bad and it could be settled. No, the narcissist has a bad object, a voice within himself that tells the narcissist that he is bad. And this is why he created the grandiose for self, and these two fighting each other within the narcissist. In the narcissist there is chaos and war, because he has the bad object in himself introjected like a thorn, like a voice talking to him. But he also has the grandiose self that tells him, I am the greatest, I am God, there is nothing outside me. There is no equal people, there is no shared space. I don't know who I am God himself, And this makes it that they have to project onto you, especially if you're authentic, especially if you have integrated shadows, especially if you are light years ahead of them, so to say. They can't, you're everything they want to be, and it shocks them. This is why they have to project on you, and now you have this bad object. But you need to understand, it's a memory of the narcissist. It's not your energy, it's not your psyche. Your mind has been colonized. And I promise you, when you do certain steps, it gets better over time. But I know it's hard, because when you try to calm down, when you try to sleep, when you move on, when you try to focus on positive things, your heart rate raises, you get adrenaline, you have this, your mind is truly colonized, is polluted with these memories, but you need to actively work them out, probably go to therapy as well. But I promise you it gets better. You need to do the certain right steps, all right? And that is to cut all boundaries, educate yourself about narcissism, narcissistic abuse, check out your trauma responses, get to know yourself. And basically, I can only say Richard Grannon, Sam Wagnin, great coaches, great people on YouTube, free content, and just get help if you need help, right? So you can do it. It gets better. I promise to you. I'm a living proof of that. Let's go on. Push. We good. Overcome. Ease out.